Hello and welcome back to Johnson Branch Farm. My name is Rachel and I have gone to record a video probably 16 times over the last 2 weeks. And I would start it and couldn't finish it. We have been down with the flu and it seems like every time I was in a place where it's like, okay, we're feeling good, we're doing better, someone else would get it. So it's been a lot, but I feel like we are on the mend and in recovery mode. So I am out here enjoying this sunny day in the greenhouse. I am doing a little up potting. I've got some plants here that took a pretty hard hit with some cold weather we just had, and I think they just need a little bit more nutrition, a little more soil. So I'm going to pot them up, and then hopefully they'll get to a place where they can stand on their own and go out into the field. It is currently about 60 degrees outside and almost 80 in the greenhouse, which is just crazy. The door's open, the vents are open, and it is just warm in here, which is part of those plants' problems because they're brassicas. They don't like the warm, they like it cool. So I've got everything open, I've got the shade cloth on, and they're still on the struggle bus, but I am going to nurse them along because that's what we do and hope that they thrive. You need something?
Oh, we could probably move the plants outside.
Yeah, we'll probably move them outside eventually, but I do want to get them into a bigger home. I think that will definitely help them, help their root system, help them get a little bit more nutrition, and then they'll kind of get over this initial shock and then they'll start thriving. I actually find brassicas really hard to grow winter into spring here because our temperature swings so crazy. So like last week around this time it was 9 degrees at night, and then yesterday it was a high of 70 and the greenhouse was 100 degrees inside. So that's really hard on brassicas to go from really super cold to warm. So I always give it a try because anything I get out of it is an added bonus. But I find that going from summer into fall growing brassicas is so much easier. The weather is milder and the pest pressure isn't there. Because once you get that first frost, the bugs are, for the most part, gone. It's just more of a struggle for brassicas. But it's still worth it because fresh broccoli and cauliflower, man, there's nothing like it. This should be like the 10-minute a day gardening channel. Oh gosh, I feel like that's like all I can do lately with everyone being so sick and the baby being, he's just teething and not feeling well, and it's a miracle that he's actually not in my arms right now. So it's been a lot of like 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there. I just am gonna water today and hope for the best. Sort of things, but things are growing, things are plugging along. What more can you ask for? So I've noticed a lot of the stuff I've started in the jugs just really isn't germinating, so I'm moving it out. I'm moving on to different things. I've got a lot of greens, a lot of flowers, a few brassicas germinated, and onions. Really, that was my goal for spring, so we're meeting it. I wanted a lot of straw flowers, some snapdragons, some stalk. I've got ranunculus germinated. So that's all a win, and it's gonna be good. The great thing about flowers is that whatever grows is going to be beautiful, and the bouquets are still going to turn out beautiful. I have plenty of time to, I'm not even in the window to direct sow, so I've got plenty of time for that. I'm actually pretty chill and laid back right now about this whole situation, so that says something, because usually I'm like, my garden, it's gotta grow. Any food we get right now is for us. There's no pressure to try to get that out to the community. So anything we get, I've planted above and beyond what we need. So at the end of the day, if all we get is what we need, hey, what more can you ask for? So it's good. Just gotta stay positive. So real quick, I want to finish potting up. Actually dressed and ready for church. Fun fact, have evening services. We don't actually have a morning service because the building we rent isn't available in the morning. So I am doing a little bit before we have to leave for church. See, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It all adds up, and before you know it, you have a farm. So I'm going to pot up a little bit in... I'm going to pot up more in this tray. This is a little smaller of a cell than I wanted, but my goal is in the next couple weeks when they outgrow this tray, they're going to be ready to go out into the field. So Aaron has been working hard getting that prepped and ready. We need another load of another load of mulch delivered, and that'll be 100% ready to go in that plot. Then we've got to expand that plot and open up another plot. So we still have a lot to do, but we still have a lot of time. Our first frost date isn't until around May 1st, but everyone that has born and raised and has been growing here for any amount of time says do not plant any frost tender plants before Mother's Day. So I shoot for Mother's Day, and with peppers and even sometimes tomatoes, depending on the weather, I shoot for June 1st. So we have plenty of time. I am just excited and anxious for it to be here. That's the problem. It's not that we don't have time. I'm just ready to go. But Mother Nature is not ready to go. And we all know we can't force her. Isn't it so cute? I really love the little soil blocks. I think they're fantastic. But what I found this year is different in the sense of I'm using my greenhouse a lot more. And normally I have the space to start seeds indoors. And I think the mini soil blocks would have been perfect for starting in a more controlled environment than in the greenhouse where temperatures are fluctuating and I'm not able to like put my eyes on it throughout the day because they dry out a lot faster than these trays. I can bottom water and put water in the bottom and it's going to stay wet, where these are just kind of open to air all the time, and they just dry out quicker, so it's harder for the seeds to thrive and germinate. But they're doing good. It's all okay, but it's just not really ideal. So, lessons learned. Next year, hopefully we'll be in a different space and situation, and I'll have a place where I can actually start my seeds in a more controlled in a more controlled environment than the greenhouse. Sometimes it literally makes no sense to me. I have onions in these jugs. Perfect germination. They were out in 6-degree temperatures. I have this tray protected from the frost in the greenhouse where it got cold. 0 germination. I literally, I don't understand. These were a purple onion. Oh, okay, I take it back. I take back, I stand corrected. There's some germination happening in there. I see little white flecks of their roots starting to pop up. Good grief, it just took a really long time. When did I plant this? I know I planted these probably the beginning of February. It's all just, you just never know. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this conglomerate video. And thank you for hanging in there with us throughout this mess of the flu and crazy weather. It just is what it is. This is, I guess, the real life of homesteading and farming. I'm actually going to run over to Grandma and Grandpa's and get my baby because it's been a whole like 15 minutes and I have a feeling someone's going to be walking over here with him saying, "Mom, you won't stop crying." So with that, thank you so much for watching, and may the Lord bless and keep you. Until next time.